Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the IT Department's Replacement CRM presentation. My name is Darren Potros. I have recently replaced Sue Day and I'm now running the IT division. There are quite a few people who I see out there that I have met since I've been here. There are plenty that I have not met, and during the next week I'll be visiting all of you at your workstations, finding out your strengths and weaknesses and how you fit amongst our CRM replacement program. So without further ado, I'd like to get started on this presentation and explain to you what it is we're going to do and how we're going to be doing it. So we have a CRM upgrade. The current CRM is not quite accurate, it's not quite working well. So we've put forward the upgrade to the management. Now we have 12 weeks, only 12 weeks to implement, train all the staff and complete this project. That's not a long time, but it's doable, it's easily doable. If we work together as a team, it won't be a big task. We're going to need constant communication. We're going to need to be meeting with salespeople, accounting people, production people, logistics people, all the people. We need to make sure that everybody knows what they want, and we need to make sure that all the departments are happy with what we're producing. We don't want to get to the last week and find out that something was missing from the first week and we need to restart the whole thing again, because that's not acceptable. Going on that, we need to expect the unexpected. Any surprises that come about, we do not want to have. We do not want to have a surprise come along and say, oh, we should have thought about this on the first week. Oh, we should have thought about this. We need to expect the unexpected. And I know this is a cliche, and I know you guys have all heard it before, but there is no I in team. So we need to work, the IT department needs to work together as a team. We need to all work together. Now, as you'll know from meeting with me, or those that haven't met with me yet, but those that will, I'm big on cliches, I'm big on quotes, so to say. And this is one that I quote from Henry Ford quite often, and he says, the only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Now, nobody here, I can guarantee nobody here knows everything about computers, knows everything about IT. So we are learning as we go along. Some of us will know a lot more than others, but we are all learning. So we need to be learning as we go. So now I start on who will benefit from the replacement CRM. Sales. Sales is probably the main group that will benefit from it. We need to work towards the sales team achieving their goals. Production is the second. I've put these in order of most important to least important. Well, not least important, but not quite as important as others. Production I would see as second behind sales. And then third, I would see support and accounting would be important. Sales would be the most important, production, and then support and accounting. So sales, and as I just mentioned, I'm big on quotes, and I'd like to quote Roy Bartel. He's from Salesforce CRM. Salesforce is probably the second largest CRM company in the world. They use the Oracle database. They're very, very, very big. And Roy's quote is, most people think that selling is the same as talking, but it's not. The most effective salespeople know that listening is the most important part of their job. Listening, we've got to listen. If we sit down in a meeting, we're not just sitting down in a meeting with accounting just for the free donuts. We need to be sitting down in a meeting with accounting to find out what accounting need. We need to be sitting down with sales to find out what sales need. We need to be sitting down with everybody to find out what each division needs. Now sales, from a sales point of view, they want portability. They want to be able to just take their laptops and go. If someone decides at 4 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon they need to be in Sydney tomorrow morning to meet with a large customer, they need to just take their laptop and run. They don't need to be spending an hour downloading all of their emails, downloading their recent sales, downloading everything they need. Everything needs to be on their computer and ready to go. So their laptops need to be set for seamless office and mobile transition. So they can just grab and run. The other thing we need to do is we need to set up and test remote access service on our server. At this site, at any site we go to, any site that this company runs from, we need to set up a remote access server so that if a salesman from here goes to Sydney, as I just made an example of, he's not logging into a server in, I don't know, Auckland or Perth or somewhere like that. He logs into the server where he comes from. It's a lot quicker, it makes it a lot easier. Reliability, it needs to be reliable. He doesn't need to know that 5 out of every 10 trips it's going to be able to connect to the rest of the time. It's not going to be able to connect. He needs to ensure that it connects every time. So we need to make sure, regardless of if there's a fault in the system, regardless of what the fault is, we get rid of the fault. We make sure the fault's not there anymore. Now, from a production point of view, and this is another one of my quotes from Alfred Marshall. He was a London economist back in the mid 1800s to the early 1900s. He said, knowledge is our most powerful engine of production. We have got to use knowledge. Is very, very, as you've probably met, as you probably know in this company, knowledge is everything. If we know what's going on, we can predict it. We can find out. We can know where things are going if we know the product, if we know anything at all. So manufacturing needs to know what is when, and logistics needs to know what is where. The reason I say this, manufacturing knows what is when. They need to know when it's come out of pre-production, coming out of the design, when it's coming through production, when it's coming out of production. Logistics need to know what is where it is. Has it come out of production? Is it going into their warehouse? Is it going onto a truck? Is it already at the customer's facility? Where is the product? So these two lines are critical, and the CRM needs to be able to reflect them. They need to be able to reflect the manufacturing and the logistics. From a support and accounting point of view, I've got a quote here from Bill Gates, and he says, we're changing the world with technology. Technology is making things so much easier to work, so much easier to understand, so much easier to operate. And these are, support and accounting are probably, they're not as big as sales and they're not as big as production, but they are right up there. They are very important. And from a support point of view, they need communication. If someone rings a support person and says, where is my product? The support person needs to be able to go into the CRM and find out when it was ordered, when it was going through pre-design, when it was manufactured, when it was dispatched. And there's nothing better than a support person saying to a customer, it's due to arrive on your doorstep this afternoon. Wow, all problems are solved. So in summary, I'd like to say, we need 0 delays and 0 surprises. We do not want any surprises in this CRM. We don't want any delays in the CRM. We want it to go absolutely faultlessly. We want it to go perfect. If we've got any problems at all, any surprises, any delays come up, talk to someone. Talk to myself. Talk to your supervisor. Talk to anybody who can make a difference. Don't go talking to the cleaner, because that won't make a difference. But talk to someone who can make a difference. We want 100% satisfaction and teamwork. So all of us work together. We all work together to make one group. We're a fantastic group of people. We've got what I consider to be one of the best IT groups that I've ever worked with here. Just from my limited time that I've been here and the limited knowledge that I've got of meeting you all. You're a fantastic group of people, and I think that we can make a real big difference to this group. As I've said, I'll be meeting with you in the next week or so, less than a week, coming around meeting you all at your stations starting this afternoon, and I'll be finding out where your strengths and weaknesses are and where you can fit into this CRM. So I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you.